Yo, what is happening, guys? Undisputed Vlogs here. Today we're back for another Undisputed podcast, a Christmas podcast, and I'm back with Shay as always.
Yay! Hi. Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see this on Boxing Day, but it's still technically Christmas. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, just literally, just to start it all off, what are you actually doing for Christmas?
What am I doing for
Yes.
nothing? I actually have no idea. We're literally not doing anything. I mean, we were meant to have a Granny and Gander come round this year.
Yeah.
And because of the lockdown restrictions and everything, because of the new laws they put in place, they still can come round this year. But they've opted out of coming round, and they've opted out of seeing anybody because they've been isolating, or not isolating, but they've been keeping them to themselves the whole year.
Yeah.
And they just don't want to destroy that for one day. So I'm like, right, that's respectful, I guess. But I think we all used to go around to my granny's on Boxing Day, so we can't this year, of course, because there's loads of families. So we're just I think we're doing a big family Zoom call on Boxing Day, and we're all just gonna still spend Boxing Day with them. That's pretty much what I'm doing Christmas.
Fair enough. What do you actually do on Christmas and yours though? Like, obviously you just have your dinner, but it's like, you don't have a dining room? No, you do. It's within your sitting room. What do you actually do, like, after you have your dinner? What do you do for entertainment? Like, do you play board games? Do you just watch more movies? Like, what do you actually do?
Well, usually we'll play board. Well, like, yeah, we actually do play board games, but I mean, like, say we're having, like, obviously we'll get up early, and if you get we'll open our presents or whatever. We'll give like our family the presents we bought them and stuff. That's usually at about 8-9 a.m. because my mum can't contain her excitement. So
I mean, at least she has a Christmas spirit. At least she's positive about it.
Exactly. I know. I don't know how she's going to be this year though because of everything, but we're all trying to make it special for her, I guess.
Well, it's because I just feel like this. It's never gonna be fun if you don't make it fun. Simple as. Like, if you're there trying not to make it fun, it's not gonna be fun. Like, you decide. It may be shit because, like, a lot of families are affected because, like, obviously they said that you can't really, like, go and visit big families, which is fair enough. I know a lot of people are pissed off, but it is understandable because you kind of like, yeah, you want to go see your families, but at the same time, like, there's a deadly fucking virus, so you understand. But no, because, like, Christmas ain't the same this year for us, but it's, you kind of just have to be like, well, I can't change it, you kind of just have to make the most of it, you know what I mean? You kind of just have to feel like you can't change it, you might as well make the most of it and just have the fun. That's why I feel it as.
Exactly. I mean, we should still be thankful that, our family at least, we should still be thankful that all of us are still in a job.
Yeah.
Right, at this point in time, none of us have lost our jobs, you know what I mean, at this point in time. But it's like, it could change next year, but
don't focus on that. Don't focus on the things that haven't happened.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, and just try to make it a special time. I mean, we're off. We don't usually get time off, so, you know, time off with the whole family where Sophie, I guess, isn't going out to see her girlfriend all the time, or, like, you know, and I'm in the house as well. It's just complete family time, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's the most special time. It was actually whenever I actually grew up, because I realized, because I've lived my whole life thinking I like Christmas because it's special for me, you know what I mean? And it's like, I like it because I get stuff, I get to see the family and everything. And then there was just one Christmas where it was just like, you know, I start to just really care about what other people, making other people happy on Christmas. And it's like, my Christmas is fine. I'm happy with having a dinner, you know what I mean? And I love seeing the family. Can't do it this year, but, you know, there's still a family in my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we need to focus on. Well, that's what I'm focusing on. And the whole thing is like, as long as they have a good time and they're happy and I see them happy, that makes me happy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's my Christmas complete. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really care. You know, I think people need to realize, you know, people realize, but it's like, say you don't get everything in the world, you know what I mean? You don't get everything you asked for, you only get a couple of things because money's tight, and it's like, still be thankful, still try to make it better for them. Seeing them happy makes me happy, so if I don't get everything I want, you know, because I only want a couple of things, because everything's really expensive, and I know times are tough, you know what I mean? And it's like, but if I can make you happy, and I like seeing people happy, if I can make you feel that way, then that's me happy, you know what I mean? And that's what you need to focus on.
No, because everybody's like that as a kid. Whenever you're a kid, you view it as presents. Everybody is like that as a kid because you're excited. It doesn't mean that you don't give a shit about the other things. It just means you're excited for presents because you're like, oh my god, there's a lot of presents. So, but yeah, no,
it's all for me.
You get older and you get less presents, and like some people actually do care. I don't. I've literally said multiple times, don't give me anything. I've literally said, I'm like, if you handed me a card on Christmas, I go, I don't really care. I said, I don't care about presents on Christmas, gonna be honest. Like, I care about the dinner more than I care about receiving presents. See, if you put a Christmas dinner down for me, but don't give me a present, that is your present to me because you fed me, and food is more important. That's the only way I view it. Like, if you cook me Christmas dinner, you've already given me your fucking present. Like, I literally don't care. Like, hand me a card. That's it. That's all I really care about. Like, I don't really care.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, what we're doing for Christmas is we're going to Ashley's again. Christmas Eve, Jason is seeing us again before the 6-week lockdown, obviously, because that doesn't end until like probably a week into February, or probably 2 weeks into February or whatever, but February anyway. So he's coming over to see us Christmas Eve. That means he can take his presents over for him, Nikki, and the twins, and then Christmas Day, we'll wake up, we'll do as usual. Me, my mum, my sister will open our presents to each other, or when, I don't know the way we're doing it. We might wake up, do it, and then go to Ashley's. But I think we might as well just wait and then go to Ashley's and do it, because we have presents for Ashley anyway. So I'm kind of like, we might as well just wait and go to Ashley's to do it, because then we can do it while the turkey or chicken or whatever the fuck, I don't know, whatever is on cooking, we can do it then, because then it like gets by time. But we're going up to hers. I think we're doing the same as we did last year. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, we're going up to hers. We'll have our dinner, and then I'm pretty sure she has card games. I'm taking a few games anyway, because there was a game we played last time. It's literally just general knowledge. It was a pub quiz, right? It's called Pub Quiz. Shouldn't have been a pub quiz. It was asking all these questions, and there was so many questions that were so complicated. And I'm like, this is not a pub quiz. Now you gotta think about this. This is a pub quiz. A pub is where you go to get drunk. I can't answer this when I'm sober. How is somebody supposed to answer it when they're drunk? But it was really fun. Do you want to know the funniest thing? There were so many questions. My mum, Johnny, Ashley all knew. And I was literally sitting there, because this wasn't Christmas last year. This was literally like a couple months back when we went over to Ashley's. Mum, Johnny, Ashley knew a lot of questions. I knew fuck all. The one question they didn't know, what is the Greek blah 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 that starts 3.14 blah 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 blah, and I said pi. And that's the one that none of them knew. And I said the only reason I remember is maths. I go, I've never had to use it in my entire life, but I remember it. Because they drill. It's like algebra. I'm decent at algebra. I'm actually alright at algebra. It's not useful though. But I remember it because they drilled it in my head like it meant something when it didn't. But that's like the only one that I properly like was confident about. All the rest of them were talking about like old, like, in the 50s. And I'm like, fam, how am I supposed to know this?
You're like, I wasn't born back in that era of hatred.
How am I supposed to know this? Oh, but that's
for
what
older
we're
people
doing.
that sit in pubs.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't know if we have no Snap. Have you ever heard of the game Snap? It's a card game.
I believe so. Yeah.
It's literally, it's basically Uno, but so do you know why in Uno you match a color or you match a number? So in Snap, instead of having like numbers and shit, say it's a purple and it's like an elephant, or say a present, it's a purple present. No, president. Yeah. Purple present. If somebody puts down a purple present, the first person to go snap that like hit the deck wins. Like you have to do that, and it basically continues going. And I think it's where, say I put down the purple present and then Ashley snaps, I have to pick up those cards, and it's whoever gets rid of their cards first, I think it is. I haven't played it in a while, but basically you have to, as soon as you match, you have to be the first to snap. And it's funny because we always have to ban Ashley from playing because
she smacked it.
No, like we let her play a couple games and then she has to sit out a couple games so we can have a chance, because not only is she really, like, I have fast reactions, right? In like real time shit. But she, for some fucking reason, has like Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather type reactions when it comes to card games. And not only does she get it first, she yells at the top of her lungs, "Snap!" And she bangs the table, and I'm waiting one day for her to karate chop that motherfucking table in half, because she goes, "Snap!" and fucking yells and fucking damages all her ears. And we literally say to her, right, you're gonna have to sit her for like 2 games to give us a fucking chance. Because
at least she's getting into it and she's not just sitting there being all bored.
Oh no, it's funny because she gets into it, but she kind of is like, we don't stand a chance. I thought I had fast reactions, but fuck me. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like I said, I have fast reactions real time, but see, when it comes to the card games, I don't know how, but Ashley's like reactions kick in before the card even gets turned over. Like, it's like she knows. Like, she just jumps in. I remember one time, right, I went to do it, and I threw my hand, and as I was throwing my hand, because I technically got my hand over the cards first, she swung so fast, she smacked into my hand and slammed my hand into the table and yelled, "Snap." And she said, "You can have it." I didn't care about the cards. I was just hoping my fucking hand wasn't broken. I was like, fuck your cards. It's my hand. She literally like went, and like, you heard the slap onto my hand, and you heard the boom on the table, and it was one of those ones where the table hit your bone, and I actually thought like my bone moved in my hand, like my hand was throbbing.
Literally, you were going to be thanking her in like a couple of minutes for your first broken bone because she yeeted that shit so hard.
Yeah, fucking break more of my bones. Almost broke the table. She does it every time. It's hilarious to watch, but goddamn, you just don't have a chance. Like, you just don't have a chance.
Dude, I remember playing that with my granny, because I was thinking, like, what is Snap? And then I was like, oh shit, I remember, because we always used to play it, and it was like, we had these big childish cards, so it was like a spider, so if you snap the spider with the other spider, I used to be the one, like, I used to just get into it and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was a quiet child, so I would just, like, even around my family, I would just be like, Snap, and all this, but, like, then it went to me just going, like, fucking yeet. Yeah. But like, my slap was the hardest slap you would ever hear.
Oh no, I can guarantee you, it's not as fucking hard as Ashley's. I can guarantee you that. Like, I'm going to get you someday to watch Ashley play Snap, and you'll understand. Okay. Like, see if she hits somebody with the strength that she hits that table during Snap, she's knocking them out cold, I'm telling you. Like, like when she hits that, I'm like, holy shit.
It's like Logan Paul don't even stand a chance with her because like he gonna be hitting me deck. Like, fuck.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Just put 2 spider cards in front of his face and just let her yeet him out of the fucking stadium.
Oh god. Do you want to tell any Christmas stories before the break or anything? Because it's like 15 minutes in, we'll go for like another 15 minutes. So, do you have any Christmas stories that you want to tell and we can have a laugh about?
Fair enough. It's more of like an annoyance. It's not an annoyance, don't worry. It's my dog, you know, Dakota. Because everybody knows Dakota. No, literally this was her first Christmas, right? So I remember whenever we got her, like, to me she was fucking huge. Because I was 8, but we got her, and it turned around that we had the Christmas tree out, obviously, and we always used to have this wee blanket under the Christmas tree, and the blanket was of like Santa and then like a reindeer or whatever, and it was just in a circle around the Christmas tree. But this year was special because we had the dog. So the dog was basically an early Christmas present to my dad. Yeah. Because Dakota is my dad's, dog. She loves my mum more, though, sadly, to my dad. But
you think that she'd like your dad more? Because usually male animals like females more, and female animals like males more. Yeah, you never noticed that? Like...
It's just weird, though. Like, my dog she saw... We're out on a walk one time, fam, and, like, she saw a male dog cock its leg to pee. You know the way a male dog puts his leg out to pee?
She did the same.
She's been doing it ever fucking since, and people are like, oh, she's like, they see her pee, and then she's like, oh, what's his name? And then we're like, well, it's a she, and our name's Dakota, and then the people are like, but she just cocked her leg to pee, and then you're like, yeah, but she does that sometimes, she's weird. And it's like, she's literally the definition. She fits so into the family, it's unbelievable, because we're all weird. But basically, that Christmas, she hasn't done it. She used to do it a couple of Christmases, but she hadn't done it since because she's like older now and she doesn't really care, but it's always around the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
She'll always go up around the Christmas tree and have the sniff at the Christmas tree because obviously it's a new thing that's out and she doesn't really remember it because it's every year it's out.
Yeah.
So it's basically just, she'll always go around, she'll sniff, but it got to the point of the first Christmas where she was going around sniffing but putting her face deep dive into that motherfucking tree. So it was, and then like all the baubles, literally a load of baubles fell off the Christmas tree. One of them smashed. That it was not bad, but literally it fell off. One of them just fell off, bounced and shit. So we spent that Christmas literally building a fucking white picket fence. And we had the white picket fence around the fucking Christmas tree that whole Christmas. So,
do you know, I'm sorry, but do you know what that reminds me of? You know my brother Jason? It's funny, it just reminds me of it. Do you know my brother Jason? Do you know why he is Alex and Gordon? Obviously, Alex and Gordon, I can't remember what the age are. They're like 4 now. Obviously, them being like around that age, they like to grab everything and pull everything. He has his big TV, right? He has to carry the TV up the stairs when they're through the daytime and bring it down at night to watch TV because they do that. And he has a literal fence around the TV, like like a cage around the TV. Yeah. It was originally bought for his dog, Toby. Because, to be fair, Toby never chewed wires. Milo never chewed wires. Like, Toby's a really good dog. I've never seen him do something wrong. I wish Milo was like that, 'cause Milo fucking does piss you off. But then he literally said it's for the twins now, because they always try to climb up on that wee thing and try to get at the top of the fireplace. So he has a literal fence around the cabinet so they can't climb up. And he has to take the TV upstairs so they don't break it because they've done it. They broke the old TV.
Oh my fucking god.
Not only does he have to cage them out, he has to literally remove it from the situation.
So literally, right, say he was like going to meet like a new family, or like they were having a family, they were talking about their kids or whatever, and then the other family's like, oh yes, our kids are our pride and joy, and then he's like, yeah, my kids are Satan. my kids break my shit.
My kids break everything.
Oh god.
Oh, right, sorry.
I want to meet this dude. Like, he sounds like a good man.
Sorry, kids. No, you and him get along well. No, continue your story. I just wanted to tell you because I found it funny how you said that. I'm like, yeah, usually you use a cage for animals, where like this was used for them because they feel the need to grab everything, and they can climb for their age. Like they just jump up. So.
Well, they're gonna be Tarzan motherfuckers in the future, like going to Jumanji jungle type shit. Fucking hell. No, but no, we stuck the picket fence up, I think, and like obviously I was young, I was like 8, so I couldn't really remember, but I think it was like Dakota literally obviously saw the picket fence, and then she was more interested in the fucking picket fence, so she started sniffing around that, and it got to the point where the picket fence actually fell down into the tree.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so that was one Christmas. So and then there was also one Christmas where I can't really remember what it was, but Mum was in work. But it was a snow day, so it snowed. Like we've had a lot of snow, but we haven't had a lot of snow as in we have snow every year, because we don't, obviously, because Belfast. But every year it fucking rains, cunt. But
every day it rains.
I know, fuck's sake. Summer, you think you're going to be sitting outside? No, you in the house sipping tea, fam. It is.
It's
raining.
Yeah, you literally think about it and you're like, oh, summer's supposed to be good weather. We always get a shit summer. This year, nobody was allowed to go out, and we had a really nice summer.
Exactly. Sitting there sweating it out in the fucking bedroom playing all the games.
Yeah.
But dude, there was this one year, like we have made some epic fucking snowmen. Like there was one year that we made a snowman literally as tall as my dad. Like I think it was taller. I think it was like literally we made it about 5.5 to about 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Snowman. And we fucking stuck everything on it, and we stuck do you know a bell pepper, like a red bell pepper? We literally cut it and made those lips so it was like a snow woman, but it had no bahoobies, so it didn't.
Bahoobies.
Reference. Yeah, give me reference from my Carly. Bahoobies, but no. But like we literally stuck those on for lips and shit. But there was one year that we made a really really tiny snowman, and we actually got, you know, like the bristles, I guess you would call it, from like an outdoor brush.
Yeah.
We got that because they were black. We made it into a fucking beard, and we stuck what did we do? We had like this little dog toy that had like wee mittens on it, so it did.
Yeah.
So we cut the feet off of it, because the feet were like the wee mittens. We stuck those in for eyes, and then I think we literally, can't remember what we did. I think we literally rolled this brown bit of paper up and stuck it in its mouth as a fucking blunt.
Oh my
so we did,
God.
But literally, yeah, exactly. Like, I was 10, I think. Yeah, so we put that. We have a picture of it because we made little Christmas cubes. So we did. So the Christmas cubes have like pictures in them from past Christmases, and we've got 2 of them. So it's like 8 photos in them. But it's one that we had, and we put on it a red hat and a red scarf. Yeah. And we got my dad to sit by it, so we did. And my dad, think he put a cigarette or something in his mouth, because he went out and bought them for that specific thing. But I think he had literally a cigarette in his mouth at the point, and he just took the picture, and it was a complete snowman replica of my fucking dad, and we made that shit, and it was class.
Fair enough.
So it was. Yeah, I think I'll send you a picture of it if I find it.
I was always that one kid. Like, I enjoyed making snowmen, but like, I was one of those kids, right? Snowmen were cool and all, but I could never actually make one. And it's not because I wasn't capable of it, but it's for the simple fact, right? A lot of people go, oh, you roll like a big ball of snow, you roll another one, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Everyone else, when they were making a snowman, what they were thinking in their head is, oh, the snowman's going to be so sick, as they were putting the snow on. What I was thinking in my head, it would be so funny if I threw the snow at his head. Like, I was one of those people. I struggled to make snowmen because every time like I held like a big bit of snow, I'm like, it would be so funny if I just threw it at them. Like, because like, you guys like see if I threw this at them and just smacked them in the face. It would be so funny.
Oh man.
Like, that's why I just never made many snowmen, because I was always just like, I was one of those ones. I enjoyed doing it, but I was always just so tempted to just chuck it at somebody because it's funny. Like, like I remember, I think I was making a snowman with one of my friends before. This was obviously when I was younger, and they did to me what I thought. I was making a snowman. They called me. I turned around. A snowball smacked me directly in the face, and it actually hurt because it was like a proper rolled snowball, and it actually hurt. So then, obviously, I already had a big bit of snow. Like, do you know, like, you can't see it, but like I'm gonna say for the viewers about this size, like it was a big like log of snow. And I literally just ran at them because I was faster than them. I just ran at them and I literally grabbed them, put it on their head, and rubbed it on their fucking head. Look, if you're gonna start a fight with me, you better stand your ground, because you're gonna start a snowball fight with me, you better stand your fucking ground, because I'm gonna come for your ass. Like, he first snowballed me and he regretted it. And like I had a snowball to the face, he had an avalanche. Like, he got an avalanche on him.
Oh dude, that reminds me of the snowball fights we used to have in our street. Like, our whole street got out and had a snowball fight, everyone. Except for like all the like mums and whatnot. Yeah. But like all the dads and their kids went out and had a snowball fight. I remember one year I had to go in crying because I got hit in the face with a snowball that had a fucking stone in it.
Oh wow.
But it wasn't just a wee stone, it was a fucking rock. Like, I literally got hit in the face with a rock, and that's why I think I'm so fucked up to this day. But anyways, but literally I got it chucked, hit me right here. You can't see it, but it's like right here in the cheek, on the bone. The fucking rock hit me, and I was like, oh my god, that hurts. And then I think my sister got hit in the face with the same exact thing, like that day. I was like, holy shit.
I've never been hit in the face like that, but I do remember one. To be fair, I did tell you once before, I got hit with a rock about, you can't see it again, this size for anybody watching, but I told you it was bigger than my fist that smacked me across the back of the head. That just wasn't a Christmas time. No, I've been smacked in the face with a snowball. And do you know, obviously over here, sometimes we don't get proper snow, we get ice. I think it was Icely for a snowball, man, and it smacked me inside the face, and it was mainly ice. Like, my face, like, I'm wearing all red right now, and my face was like this red. Like, it just went pure red. She obviously didn't mean it, but there was like ice in it, because we never get proper fucking snow. We always get like ice in it, and that's why it's always awkward, because you feel it, and you're like, oh no, it's just snow, but you can't feel the ice, and then it smacks you, you're like, okay, that was not snow. You're like, that was not snow. So, but I've been smacked in the face so many times. Like, I love how a lot of kids, when you smack them in the face with snowballs, like, they go crying to their parents. When I was a kid and you smacked me in the face with a snowball, I laughed, and I threw it. well, I just continued on. I was like, that was funny. Pain's funny. Like, I literally said, I'm one of those people. I enjoy pain for some reason. So whenever they smack me with a snowball, I'm like, hell yeah! I turned.
Hit me again. Finish me off.
Finish me! I literally turned into Super Saiyan of the snowball fight. I literally was like. Actually, no, one more thing before we actually go on the break. I remember one year, I think it was Steven, and I literally we're snowball fighting, and I think I threw a snowball at him, and he slipped and fell on his ass, and he was lying on the ground laughing, and I walked over, and I didn't think it in my head, but now I'm thinking back to it, because we always used to play Street Fighter a lot, and I like this big snowball, and I stood over him, and he was laughing, and then I literally moved his arm and just put it in his face and rubbed it in his face, and all I'm thinking now back there, finish him! Because I was standing over him, and it's like he's starting to finish him!
Oh my god.
That's all I'm thinking about. Snowball fights are great.
Fatality!
I'm not gonna lie, if it snowed properly here, I'd still go out and have a snowball fight, I don't give a damn. I really do not care. I would go out. I'm coming 21 in March. I don't care. I'll be 50, and I'll still go out and have a snowball fight. It's great. We just don't get snow over. But yeah, it was great. We'll literally go on a break here quickly. And then we'll probably start the next part off with a question. Obviously, I won't make a difference to you because I'll skip right that. But me and Shay will go on a break here, and then we'll be literally right back. Okay, so we're back. I think we'll start off with, like I said, it doesn't make a difference to people watching the podcast, but it makes a difference to us. We'll start off with a question. So obviously a few people. First question is, what's your favourite part about Christmas dinner?
Oh.
So literally, Christmas dinner. Like, what's your favourite part? I think it's easy. Like, to me. Although it's all so good. It's pigs in a blanket. Yeah. Like, it's pigs in a blanket. I don't think there's any other option. Like, everything's great. But I think it's honestly because I only have pigs in a blanket once a year, which is at Christmas, where roast potatoes, mash and all. Yeah. Turkey, similar to chicken. I have that like a lot all year round. But like, yes. No, see, I'm gonna say my ideal. I'm just gonna say it anyway the way I have it. Literally, it's my ideal. So obviously we'll have turkey. So we'll have the turkey. Sometimes we have gammon, which is I always like when we have gammon as well as turkey. So we have turkey, gammon, roast potatoes, vegetables. We have like Brussels sprouts, carrots and all. Then we have the pigs in a blanket. And obviously you know what you gotta do. Like, this is literally my ideal. You gotta put the gravy over the turkey and the gammon and all. Yeah. And the roast potatoes. And you put gravy over some of the fucking pigs in a blanket. But then, this is literally like what I do every year. Then you gotta get cranberry sauce. I know a lot of people's gonna disagree with me, but this is me. You gotta get cranberry sauce, and you gotta mix a little bit of roast potato up, a little bit of turkey, a little bit of pigs in a blanket, put cranberry sauce on it. Amazing. And then you gotta wash it down. Although Coke is always the nicest with everything, just because it's like going off, you gotta get a nice cool glass of white wine and just wash it down. You gotta get a nice. It has to be a chilled glass. It has to be a little like cold, and you just gotta wash it down with a bit of white wine. Obviously, you gotta have Coke on the side because like if you're eating without Coke on the side, like you're a menace to society. I don't care if you have alcohol. Alcohol's cool and all, but if you don't have a Coca-Cola sitting there, I'm very disappointed in you. Like, I know, Shay, you'd be like me. You'd have the alcohol and the Coke, wouldn't you? You'd have both sitting there.
See, to be fair, I would have alcohol sitting there, so I'd be sipping on that between meals. I'd be drinking that shit between meals because I don't drink while I'm eating anymore. I would probably have a Coke, yeah, on the side, I guess. And then, but mainly I would have Slur because I love Slur. Yeah. Slur is literally Christmas drink. That is just a Christmas.
See, I'm one of those people. Sure, I don't like drinking when eating, but white wine's different. But it's also I prefer to drink Coke. But that's why with my Christmas dinner, when I'm eating, I'll have white wine on the side and I'll have Coke. So sometimes I'll sip the white wine and then sip the Coke, or sometimes I'll sip the Coke, sip the white wine. It's literally whenever I finish eating and I'm like, right, I need to wash it down. It's whatever I feel like. What am I in the mood for at this literal second? The white wine or the Coke, and they're both open, sitting there on a glass. So I literally just choose in that second. But I finish both. But I literally need to actually run to Tesco's and get myself some this Christmas. I'm literally just gonna get myself 2 big bottles of wine, like 2 big bottles of wine, and yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of other things. I need to get them all, so I'm gonna have to run to Tesco's like this week, probably Monday. So, what is your favorite part of the Christmas dinner though?
See, to be honest, like, I'm all for Christmas ham, like, big, because I call Christmas ham, not Gavin, it's weird, but, like, I'm all for Christmas ham, right, but it's, like, whenever the Christmas ham's especially salty, it's great, but on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day, though, my granny, also, she makes...
like that, Christmas Day, though?
Christmas Day, though, Christmas Day is great, man. Way better than Xmas Day, because Xmas Day is just but Christmas Day...
You said Xmas earlier. You said Xmas Eve, and I'm like, who the fuck says Xmas Eve? You said it yesterday, sorry.
Yeah, it's easy to type. No, but, fucking... She makes the nicest stuffing, and I mean, she makes her own stuffing. Like, she buys the fucking breadcrumbs to make it. Like, she makes her own stuffing, and I'm like, that is decent. But it's like, she makes her own stuff, and my granny Flo, which is my dad's mum, makes gravy. But it's like, my dad has learned how to make gravy her way, and it tastes much nicer than normal fucking gravy. So I'm like, pour that gravy on to the fucking stuffing, and eat the stuffing with the gravy. It is nice.
It's always better when it's homemade. You know, like vegetable soup? It's always nicer when it's homemade. Like, yeah, you can get some nice vegetable soup from some places, but see when it's like homemade.
Yeah.
It's I always remember, which way was it actually? Yes, it was. Whenever my dad was still alive, he used to make vegetable soup, and my mum would make the stew.
Yeah.
But my dad, he would make the vegetable soup perfect, and nobody else could do it like that. And then my mum would make the stew, and nobody else could do it like that. But the thing is, it's kind of just like making normal vegetable soup or stew, but it's the way they did it. It was just because it was homemade. It's the way they did it. You kind of just like, oh, it tastes so good.
Yeah.
That's also another thing, actually. Extremely underrated Brussels sprouts. I literally, like, I used to hate vegetables, but carrots are still the best vegetable by now. I used to hate vegetables. I love vegetables with my Christmas dinner now. It's fucking great. A little bit of vegetable, a little bit of roast. It defeats the whole point, because you're like, oh, I'm eating vegetables, and then you stuff your fat bake with, like, bacon and sausages. It really defeats the point. But the taste is nice. Yeah, you know what? After Christmas dinner, do you have dessert?
Yes.
Good,
like
man.
A couple of hours after.
Yeah, I always have, because I don't like Christmas pudding itself, because it tastes, rich, if you get me.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I don't like it. It's like, do you know what I mean when I say something tastes rich? Like, it's very, like, thick. You know, like Lindor. You ever had Lindor chocolate? It tastes like rich. It's nice, but it tastes rich. Where because this is a Christmas pudding, and obviously it's, like, the way it is chocolate, it's really thick and rich. Like, a little bit of rich chocolate's nice, but when it's really thick on your throat, it defeats, like, it really damages it. But I get the wheat chocolate puddings, you know, the microwavable ones. Literally just Cadbury's chocolate puddings. And you literally put them in the microwave, you stab them with a fucking fork a couple of times, you put them in the microwave, and the chocolate, you put the spoon into it, and the chocolate just falls out.
Yeah. See, to be honest, dude,
great.
Like,
it's great.
It's great. No, see, to be honest, I was like struggling to feel Christmassy this whole time, because I'm like, I watch a Christmas movie and it gets me feeling Christmassy, but then I just go back to the whole day of not feeling Christmassy. So I need to constantly watch Christmas. This has got me in the Christmassy feel, yo. This is like, I feel the spirit alive in myself once again.
I feel it coming alive.
Yeah. Like a Moses in the dark and rising up from his chest, you know, and like, oh, I feel so good. God damn. Like a Moses splitting the Red Sea. If he did that, I don't know. But he's splitting the Red Sea because it feels so good. I think he did.
Know what that reminded me of? Do you know Miss Burns, boys? It reminded me of, my mum was watching the Miss Burns Christmas special. There's like 3 of them, but she was watching one, I think it was like the second one that. And she turns around and goes, "We're all forgetting the meaning of Christmas. We celebrate Christmas to celebrate the birth," and you think she's going to go up Jesus. She goes, "We celebrate the birth of baby Santa." You gotta remember it's special. This is the year we celebrate the birth of baby Santa.
I love their fucking Christmas episodes, dude.
Oh my god, yes. Or the fucking one, she's reading, what do you call it? Trevor? No, the son that is away in the missions, and she turns around and goes, "Don't bring me a toy. Give it to a boy that doesn't have toys." And she goes, "It's so nice." And then you're like, "Oh, that's really, really nice." And then it moves on. Kathy, you were such an angry child. Why, dear red-nosed fat bastard.
Dude, see her favorite one of mine. It's not even a fucking Christmas episode, but it's just one of the I love Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Same.
My favorite one though, like my favorite whole wee segment bit has to be the one where they're trying to give them. It's like Kathy is trying to give them Maria and I can't remember his name. Yeah, Dermot. He's trying to give them like counselling, but fucking
yes.
Mrs. Brown is sitting there, Agnes is sitting there, and she's like, "It's all wouldn't have happened because you forgot the fucking badges," and you're like, "Yes, name badges," and then fucking she's like high or something, so she is. And this is like my favourite all-time episode, just high or something. She goes into a funeral on a big dick and she goes, sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. I'm like, yes. That's so good.
No, I remember that. She goes, "What about the stickers? What stickers? You know, hi, my name is Agnes. I'm a fucking alcoholic." I know she keeps going through it, and she keeps interrupting, and then it's like, "This all wouldn't happen if you remember the fucking badges."
Yeah.
Oh no! Whenever you said hi, I thought you were going to talk about the one where, can't remember, she eats like a brownie or something. And she gets really high, and she goes upstairs, slides down on the rail, and runs around, goes head first out the window.
Is that not like Super Mommy or something?
Yeah, Super Mommy. Yeah, she runs, she goes head first out the fucking window. No, I love that. It's all wouldn't happen if you didn't forget the fucking badges.
I mean, that's the best thing to come out of Ireland in years.
Whenever Mark's talking, and he goes, "Hi, my name's Mark and I'm alcoholic," as a joke, and everybody starts laughing. It's like, "I don't think it's funny that he's a fucking alcoholic," and she actually believes it. And then I don't know, her and Kathy start arguing. It's like, "You come at me when you forgot the badges and making fun of Mark because he's a fucking alcoholic." Are you alright, son?
Oh, fuck.
That's amazing. Miss Brown's Boys is fucking great. But yes, the Christmas episodes, that literally reminded me of them. It was fucking, it was great. But to answer that question, yeah, my favourite part is the pigs and blanket. Your favourite part is the stuffing and gravy.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Loving stuffing
Oh my god. You said you had a story to tell?
Aye. It's a
Whatever
Boxing
one you
Day
want to
story.
tell first.
Aye, I'll do the Boxing Day one, sure. Because every year, I always look forward to Christmas Day, but once Christmas Day's done, you're kind of like, if you don't do anything Boxing Day, you're like, eh. But it's like, we always go round to my granny and granda's, right?
Yeah, I feel Boxing Day. It's part of Christmas. I enjoy Boxing Day.
Christmas.
To me, I'm not gonna lie, do you know it's Christmas Eve, Boxing Day? Oh, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day.
Yeah.
I feel more Christmassy on Boxing Day than I feel on Christmas Eve. Because, as a kid, you love Christmas Eve, but you also hate it because you're waiting for your presents. Where now, it's kind of like you don't actually do anything on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, because Christmas Day, my house, Boxing Day would be go to my granda's, so it's like, it's different. So I honestly feel more Christmassy than Christmas Eve.
Exactly. No, that's what it is, and plus I love seeing all the family just there, and you know, we always do like this big buffet, like my granny cooks, and but like everybody basically brings around their own stuff, but you're always just sitting there playing card games, telling jokes, doing whatever, just as a family. I've missed a Boxing Day here and there, but I think I've missed like one full Boxing Day because I was in work, and that was a shitty one, but I went round anyways. But one of the ones was whenever I think Sophie was 18 or 19 or something at the time, but it was one of the years where I went home, because I always stay, because my mum and dad usually leave at like 10 at night, but I usually always stay at like 12. My sister this year stayed until 1:30 in the morning. Like, as my granny and granda, they were in their 70s at the time, like they're still in their 70s and they're staying up till 1:30 in the morning. Like, that's crazy. But it's like, obviously everybody's drunk, but my sister, like,
I'm sorry. No, it's like, do you know what it reminded me of? It's the way you said they're in their 70s and like they're staying up to that time. It just reminds me of the video I sent you. Woo! Yo, why are you yelling? Because I'm having a good time. It just reminds you, your granny and granda, no matter how old they are, they're getting up and yelling. Why are you guys yelling? Because we're having a good time.
I remembered something for a change. Yay! They're good people. No, much love to the people. No, the fucking, but right, so my sister as a person is like really good for. Say you want to have a good time, and you're feeling kind of down. You want to have a good time. Like she is good for making the party come alive. I'll give her that because like we've had many a party that she is just like. She brings the whole partiness to it because she knows what she's doing. And it's like, but she loves getting drunk. She loves to make people get drunk. But she only realised how to do this from my Auntie Mandy. Now, my Auntie Mandy is fucking great. She's like 4 foot nothing. So
a talent you passed down for the generations.
Yeah, it's like...
How can we give your friends food poisoning?
Yeah. No, see my Auntie Mandy, right? She's great. But she's mental. Like, whenever she's drinking, she really gets drunk, and she's class. But, like, she got my sister drunk, and she told, like, she was herself drunk, but she got my sister drunk, and they were mixing the alcohols and everything. Yeah. My dad and me was sitting there, and I think we were watching, like, Pitch Perfect something or whatever, because my dad always loves to watch that around Christmas for some reason. But me and him were sitting there watching Pitch Perfect, and, we just hear this big on the fucking window outside. God. Now my mum's in bed and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then when you're laughing, I'm like, oh god, who the hell's out there? Fucking hooligan bitches and all that shit.
Fucking snitch.
Yeah, and then we hear another one, but it's on the front door. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So we go outside, we look out, turns out it's my drunk as fuck Auntie Mandy and my drunk as fuck sister throwing the dog's tennis balls, just yeeting them at the fucking windows to get attention. And then, but my mum's in bed at this point, and they yeet one up at her fucking window. My mum comes down the stairs, and she does half asleep. We'll come out, and I go out to talk to them. So I do, because it's still a party, like, you know. And then my Auntie Mandy, because my Uncle Chris is standing there, and he's sort of drunk, but he's not that bad, so he's kind of sensible. You know what I mean? But he's standing there, he's outside of the garden where Sophie and Mandy's in the front garden. Yeah. And I'm like, Mandy she fucking gets up and she yeets this motherfucker. Guess where it hits? Hits me right in the back of the fucking leg. And I'm like, oh shit, bitch!
And Shay has never hit such a perfect musical note since that point.
Yeah, I was like, but no, it was fucking, oh, dude. It hurt something shocking. Like, I could feel it to this day. It was such a sore.
You said it was a tennis ball?
Yeah, it was a tennis ball.
Was it a proper one? Like, not the ones you get for dogs, like the proper one you play tennis with?
It was literally a proper tennis ball because we buy them in the sports shop and give them to the
I've
dog.
Been smacked across the face of one of them. It's so sore.
Oh,
because no way you can get no way you can get the normal ones that like dogs bite and it breaks, but you can get the proper ones that are solid. I've been smacked across the face of one of them, so I understand it hurts. You feel the impact. You think when a ball hits you, the ball dents in. No, your face dents in.
Yeah, your face fucks into the ball. It's like, you think that shit would have just bounced off my leg? No, my leg bounced off the ball. Like, that's how bad it was. You know, and then, my auntie just came down and like, but it was all fun and games, like, you know what I mean? And then Sophie came in and we just went to bed and stuff, but that was always one of the best ones. It was kind of annoying though, because I always stay late. This year was the only 1 year that I left early, and that happened, and I was like, I could have stayed, and I went home. But I could have stayed. So now every year I say to myself, right, I'm gonna stay or I'm gonna stay late, obviously. And then I said that to myself last year. Stayed sort of late last year, but I couldn't drink because I was driving to work the next fucking day, and that's shitty. Yeah. So it is. So I couldn't really drink that much, so I wasn't really having a good party time. But then I was like, right, next year's gonna be better, and we can't go this year because obviously it's fucking COVID. Yeah. But this year would be the perfect year because Boxing Day is literally a Saturday, so you have the 27th off anyways.
Well, would that not mean that next year Boxing Day would be a Sunday?
No, next year Boxing Day most likely is a Monday.
Oh yeah, which no, because it's like usually whenever like something is on a day a year, it's usually like a day, like 1 day after the next year, or like 2 days after, or whatever. It's really always close. It's never like the same day or anything.
No, it's not. Definitely not. I mean, I was born on Tuesday, and I'm like, dude, I was born Tuesday, the 27th of June, and I'm just like, bro, I have not had a birthday on a Tuesday in fucking years. Like, I can't remember the last time it was
I
Tuesday.
was born on. I've been told a million times what time I was born at. I just know it was all hours of the morning. I just don't know what time it was up.
See, I had a weird one because I always like to remember it as 3 because 3 is easy enough to remember, but it's not. It was either because it was 3 in the morning. I always remember it as, and now it's not. Apparently it was 3 minutes past 10, and I'm like, well, cool. Like, that's why I always wake up at 10. I mix them up. But it was just, it's easier to remember 3 because obviously that's the time. You're always like, oh, it's 10 past. You never say, oh, it's 3 past. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
You literally just round it to 5 minutes past. No, you were saying about going to your granny and grandma's. That's what we do every year, sure, except for last year and this year. We always, what would happen, Christmas Eve's just normal, to be honest. Like, Christmas Day, it would always be my granddad would come to our house, and then Boxing Day would go to his, because that's like well, technically that stopped 2 years ago, so that was 18 years of my life I was part of that, but that was going on for ages, because that used to happen whenever my mum's mum was alive. She used to come down with Granda, and visit the house Christmas Day, Boxing Day, do the same, and after she passed, she still did the same with my Granda and brought him down Christmas Day, so it went on. So that's all I ever knew. Christmas Day was he comes to us, Boxing Day was we go to him, and that was tradition. But I always remember Boxing Day, I was always the odd one out, because you go at Boxing Day, Christmas Eve, like, he'd come to us, it'd be all good. I'd show him all the toys I got, even the foosball table that he almost broke something with. We go to his Boxing Day, and then I always remember, because I was like always the odd one out, because obviously Boxing Day there's football. And it was always my granda, my two uncles, Chris, Chris, would come. Yes. Sometimes he'd like pop in on the way. They would sit and watch the football, and my Aunt June would sit and watch the football for a bit. But it was basically all the guys would sit and watch football, and then like all the girls that wasn't interested would go into the back room and play games. Now, you say all the guys watch football except me, because I actually have taste in sports. I actually like good sports. Like basketball. So I never watched it, because I obviously I don't care for football. I don't like it. Because I have standards. So I'd always go in the back room, we just play card games and all. That's literally what we did every year. And it was always weird, because I was always the only guy. And even if we were going to McGranda's to this day, I would still be the only guy that doesn't sit in and watch football, because everybody else likes it. And I don't. Like, that's the thing. It's so annoying, because you're like, they put on the football, and you're like, football's like the one sport I don't like. Like, I know one of my uncles don't like basketball. Chris, he's gotten a little bit into basketball, but obviously not as much football and all that. I'm very just like, I don't like football. You don't have to put basketball on. I like rugby. I like American football. I like ice hockey. I like all these sports. You don't put any of them on. Like, all of us like American football. Why don't you put that on? Because then we all like it instead of this shit. Like, I was always just the only guy that just didn't watch it, because I was kind of just like, look, I didn't travel up here to sit and watch a shitty football match. I'm sorry. No, because I've always noticed, see on Boxing Day especially, I don't understand. But no way, people don't understand how I like basketball. I don't understand how I like football. It's fair enough. What I don't get is they would sit there for an hour and a half, because it's 90 minutes of football match. Jeez. And there's times that 90 minutes, it's more than 90 minutes obviously, because of timeouts and shit. It's like a basketball game's 48 minutes of the actual game, but it lasts about 2 hours because of the amount of timeouts, fouls and shit, and halftime. No, they could play for 90 minutes and not a single team could score. And now it gets sent to overtime for like 10 minutes, and that's a draw. And you're like, you sat there for near enough 3 hours watching that same football match just to see nobody win. Yeah. Like, do you understand? Like, why? Just because I understand people don't like basketball. Like, my uncle doesn't like basketball, but I said to him, I'm like, yeah, but at least in basketball, even if you don't like it, at least something's happening. You know what I mean? Like football, like Nothing fucking happens most of the time. Like you could sit there for 3 hours and nobody could score, and now you just wasted your time. And people's like, oh, I enjoyed it. Oh, you enjoyed the fact it's a draw. Nobody liked the draw. I'm like, oh, imagine. I was like, who has ever watched a boxing match, like a boxing fight, and literally be like, oh hell yeah, a draw. Nobody likes a draw. Like,
you were KSI versus Logan Paul won.
No, I didn't. No, that they drew. I never said I was happy about it. It's just annoying because you want the winner. Like,
of course.
You want a winner.
It's
I just don't understand,
yeah.
but they would just sit in there, play football. I would go in, I'd play the card games. So then, yeah, I'd play the fucking card games of Ashley, and then Ashley would yell snap, and I'd be like, she'd fucking near break my hand and near bust my eardrums. I'm like, should I go watch the football? It's probably less painful than playing this of Ashley.
Well, what are you going to take, mental pain or physical pain? Like, what can you do better? I think you can take the physical pain better. So
probably, yeah. But then again, you know, like, oh god, football, yeah, it brings a lot of pain. It's so bad. I say if people like it, I just don't like it. But it's like, because everybody does that, they sit in the front room. Then there was always a back room, which we went into. We played that, but I was always like, oh god, that's always just the way it was. Like, I couldn't watch the football. Like, I literally remember, because obviously my granddad doesn't have Wi-Fi. Whenever I was a kid and I went up, I used to just bring, like, my mum would literally say, right, you're allowed to bring such and such, like, so many toys. I would just bring a fucking shit ton of toys up and just play with them, because there was realistically nothing to do, because they'd sit and watch the football, and I'm not interested in that. This was before we actually started playing the card games, and I would literally just bring a toy up, and then obviously you get bored of playing with that one toy. And I remember the year I got, I think it was my laptop. It was either my laptop or a tablet at that point, and I brought my laptop up. There was no point because there was no Wi-Fi. I think I brought a tablet up one year, and something went wrong with no tempo run.
Yeah.
So the only way to fix it is uninstall, reinstall, but there was no Wi-Fi. So I wasted my time bringing the tablet up because I couldn't use it. Yeah. Like, I would just bring my wrestling figures up and just fucking use them, I guess. Like, that's the only
oh my god, see, so that
that's what I used to do.
Fuck. That reminds me of what we used to do is, see, I don't know what it is, but like, I'm like kind of happy because we have cousins obviously that were born. I mean, me, Sophie, and then our cousins Jake and Luke. We were all born around the same time. I mean, like the whole, like I'm the youngest, Jake's the oldest, but there's only 4 years between us. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm 20, he's like probably like 24. You know, I don't know because I don't see him that much anymore. But like I really should, but I don't. But it's literally like we see each other on Christmas, and that's, you know, it's grand. But it's like fucking. I remember one year I think we all got DS's, or we all brought our DS's round to my nanny and granddad's house, and we all literally just sat out in the hallway, sitting there playing Bomberman on our DS's, and it was like, I think it was the case of the fact that Sophie didn't have the game, but I had the game or something like that. But she could link her DS up or something and be able to play the game even though she didn't have it. I think that's what it was. But literally, we all linked up our DS's together and we played 4 people Bomberman, and I was like, dude, this is the best time ever. Like, there's literally a picture of us sitting there playing it in my mum and dad's, or in my granny and granddad's house, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I was skinny back then. I'm so happy with that. I wasn't always a fat fuck as a child. Yeah.
I was.
No, but that was it. Then I started eating more, and the flubber just came on. Yeah, it just went. So then I was like, yo.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was fucking. That was the time and a half. Like, but I always loved. Damn it. Oh. Fair enough. 27 minutes. No. Sorry. No, but basically what happened was I was just gonna say that I always enjoy, like, I love the Christmas ham on Christmas Day because it's warm and my dad just has cooked it. But I love my granny's Christmas ham on Boxing Day because it's so salted, but it's also cold. So listen, you just go up and pick whatever you want, and it's fucking decent. So no, that was it. So it was, but it was just decent. So, yeah.
Right, well, you can take it away with your last story, though. I love how I haven't actually told that many stories because there was many. Well, I haven't told big stories because there's many stories within the traditions I was mentioning. It was just like a mini story in each part, so that was my stories.
Yeah, that's a fair point. See, I've only got this one wee one. It's not really a funny story. It's only a Christmas memory. But it's like, of what my granddad John, of course, before he passed, of what he used to be, you know, because he was funny as shit. But he was like quirky sort of man, so he was. So basically, he was pun, so he was. So he's a really punny guy. No, but he's fucking, yeah. I am so disappointed in you. It's just that pun, like. But he's just fucking great. But there was one fucking Christmas that he came in, and I sort of remembered it. My sister had to tell me, but he came in, so he did, and because he came in at this point. His health was slowly going downhill, so it was, because I believe it was like 2016 or something, or 17 or whatever, but his health was slowly going downhill. But so he was having to use a Zimmer frame, so he was, so, you know, one of those Zimmer frames, like one of those wee walkers that the old people use.
My mum has to use it for her MS.
Yeah, well, he came in with that there, so he did, but he came in. He came in dressed as Santa Claus. So he did. Like, he was this frail old man. So he was dean as fuck. But he came in, literally just seeing him come in, all dressed in all red as Santa Claus. And then he just handed us out wee cards with money in it. So he did. Every family got a card and it had like a tenner in it. You're like, holy shit, Grandad John, what the fuck? Like, that's decent as shit.
As a kid, you think a tenner's like £1,000,000.
Oh, exactly. It was only a couple of years ago, like, but and then
you still probably thought it was £1,000,000, Jack. Oh my god.
Yeah. No,
but that's too much money. Yeah.
We don't have any cash, Chris. No, it was funny as fuck. Oh, he's class, so he was. And then that was his last Christmas, obviously, with us, because the next year. For Christmas, he actually was sick over Christmas, so he didn't come. So he didn't, and then in February he died like after that. But then it was like, dang. But no, it was fucking.
Well, at least you have good memories to think of him. Like, that's what you always gotta think whenever somebody passes. It's sad whenever they're not here, but you kind of just gotta look back. You're like, at least they left memories. You know what I mean? You gotta focus on the positives and being like, but there's a shit ton of memories.
Exactly, you know. It's like, there's no more memories to make, but all those memories that you have, they were being made, you know what I mean? And it's like, every memory counts.
It's like, as well, when somebody passes, those memories become like, they're more unique now, because it's like, do you know whenever you watch, like, say, a movie series, or like a series or something, you run out of episodes, now it's unique, because it's not being continued. Now it's like, there. So it becomes like more unique in that way because you know there's going to be no more. So now it's like having like a photo album and you finally put your last photo in the album and it's complete.
Exactly.
It's like that.
It's like remember Breaking Bad ended and then you've got like Walking Dead that's ending or hasn't even ended and they're running out of stories to tell. So, yeah. It's not like The Simpsons. It's been going on for 40 odd fucking years.
You leave The Simpsons alone. Simpsons. I don't even watch them that much, but The Simpsons deserve respect.
Oh, The Simpsons are great. Their older stuff was better.
Because that was whenever they did newer stuff. Where now it's like they've did everything.
Everything's been done.
Like they did. The only thing that they can continue doing is predicting the future. Please, Lord, let their prediction be wrong for 2021. Good God.
Oh, I don't know.
Let their prediction for fucking the 20th of January be wrong. For the love of God, please. We can't take anymore.
Let's hope it's wrong.
Oh no, I fucking open this. But yeah. We'll get the last question here. And then so this is the question I saved to last because we'll ask this second question, but I saved this question to last because it's a good question. What is the best gift you've ever received for Christmas?
Oh jeez.
Love
from my family.
I already know what mine is. It's technically not like one. It's a bunch of like small things, but it came all together, if you get me.
Yeah.
But I know what mine is. I'll tell you what mine is while you're thinking. I remember one year, I came down the stairs, and the way we had it, because you've seen my sitting room the way it is now.
Yeah.
But before that, do you know the 2-seater? As you walk into my sitting room, because obviously you've looked in, you have the 3-seater and then you have the mini 2-seater. That 2-seater used to be across the room and have its back to the window. And the TV used to be where that sofas. So it was like that. So the 3-seater one would always be usually Ashley's place. Christie's would be like in the corner, because as you got older you would always have a sofa, but as you got older obviously the younger ones got the sofas. Yeah. So that used to be like, say, Jason's, and then it went to Christie, and then it went to Ashley. So Ashley had the 3-seater sofa, I had the 2-seater sofa, and I remember coming down. So we always have our own individual parts, because then we'd have the ones from Santa, and then we'd have the ones because obviously like your parents never get you anything because their gifts are from Santa at that point. So you go over and then you don't know them. And I remember one year, because Jason was still there, obviously Jason still got presents from some of us. And I remember Jason came downstairs, and Jason would not leave me alone. He was more focused on my gifts than he was on his own, because obviously he's still a massive wrestling fan, like he loves wrestling. And obviously as a kid he had all these wrestling figures and like he loved them, and he was so interested because I came down, there was a giant fuck off box, and I'm like, what is in that? A tiger? That'd be cool. I opened it, and holy shit, I remember we counted, I got about 60 wrestling figures in that box. Like, so many wrestling figures, and Jason was mind blown, because obviously it was nostalgia for him, because he used to have wrestlers as a kid. So he wanted to see what I was getting, and he was over at my stuff more than he was over at his own, because he was like, oh, this is so cool. He was looking at them and all, because like I said, like he loves wrestling. He used to have all the figures and all, so he was looking, and there was obviously some figures he used to have, and he was getting nostalgia from it. So he enjoyed my gifts more than he enjoyed his own. But I just remember I got about 50 fucking wrestlers that year, and there was loads, because I was obsessed with wrestling at that point. There was fucking loads, and I just remember, because there was obviously mini things as well, on the thing. But it was just this big box. And I came down and I was like, why is there just a big box? Because usually they'd set it on the sofa. So when you come down, because the light was always turned off. Because what we would do, this actually another tradition, we would come down the stairs. Everybody would wake up at the same time. Obviously my mum and dad would be down the stairs. They would turn the light off, because it's obviously still dark by that point. They would turn the light off in the sitting room, where it's like a bit dull. Me, my sisters and brother would meet at the landing, outside the bathroom. This was a tradition. We'd meet outside the bathroom, we'd all go to the toilet if we need to, and then we'd all walk down the stairs together, and then we'd walk in, turn the light on in the sitting room, so we would all walk down together, and we would all turn the light on and see our presents together. That was the tradition. And then we literally would all do that, but Jason was more interested in mine, because he was like, holy shit. Like, I was mind blown. I'm like, what one do I play with? I was so mad. I'm like, holy shit. Jesus Christ. It was mad. I just remember that. And I got also a microphone. Like a WWE microphone. And it was like a voice one, and you pressed it. You would press it, and you would hear like voices, like a Triple H line. You'd press like a certain button, you'd hear Triple H say a line from it. And then you'd press it, like you'd hear like Shawn Michaels or something say a line from it as well. And it would just be like all these random audio clips that they took and put into it, and it was all mine. It was so good. That was definitely the best gift. Obviously I'm not as into wrestling now, but I'm talking about in the moment. In the moment, 100%. Like, that was the best gift, because I was just mind blown. Like, I was like, holy shit.
Fucking hell, fam.
I was like, holy fuck.
Oh shit. That's actually pretty good, that memory. Like, you see, I was thinking you had the same sort of tradition as me on Christmas Day, but you actually don't. Because I was sitting there and I was thinking that while you were telling it. It's like, my tradition would be, obviously my mum would come in every morning at like 8 or like 7:30, because she could not contain her excitement. She'd come in, oh, it's Christmas, Shay, it's Christmas, come on, let's get up and see if Santa's been, and all that stuff. And then basically, because we're all on the same floor, because you know what the floor looks like, so we're all on the same floor up the stairs.
You know what the floor looks like? It's a nice floor, yes. No, yeah.
There's a wee bit of carpet right there, it looks really good. But fucking, we'll all meet on the same floor, like, and then, sure, obviously my sister was the grumpy teenager, so she was, but by this point she wasn't, so she was easy to get up. I'm out of bed now. She's not. But I got up because it's like my mum holds the most excitement, and then I hold under that, and then it's my sister, and then my dad's just like, he's excited either way. To be honest, he can go either way. He just wants to go down and then he goes back to sleep usually because that's a tradition for him is to go back to sleep after it. So that's literally it. He comes down, spend about an hour opening the gifts from everyone, and then my dad goes back to sleep and then he wakes up whenever people arrive. But literally it's like we'd meet on the landing and then Dad would wake him up last. Don't know how that happens, but wake him up last. He'd always need to go for a pee or something, so we'd always use the bathroom, obviously. Yep. And then, because of where it is, on our way, what do you call it? It's like the wee electricity box that we have.
Yeah.
You know, the one that the light sits on, like right at the front door. So we would always leave, or like, we'd never leave cookies and milk for Santa, because obviously my mum and dad is Santa. So we always left what they liked. So it was always 2 mince pies. We'd leave 2 mince pies for Santa.
You leave out a bottle of wine? I didn't know Santa. No, Santa loves his wine. Like, he really does love his wine. Realistically, it's just your mum and dad.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was, what was it? It was 2 mince pies. I think it was some carrots for the reindeer and all that, whatever. Yeah. And then it was, a glass of Baileys that my mum and dad would drink because they love Baileys. So it was literally every Christmas it's Baileys like fuck. But they would always drink Baileys, so it was 2 mince pies and then like a Baileys for Santa. And then so you'd wake up and then you would see the wee tin of the mince pie that was gone and then it was like, oh, Santa's been, it's great.
What we used to do is we used to obviously do cookies and milk. But what we also used to do is we used to get, because they actually sold them at that point, I don't know if they do now, they sold like wee bits of carrots, and we used to actually take a bowl outside, put carrots in it for the reindeers.
For a point?
And literally just leave it for the reindeer. So after checking if Santa's been, you go outside and you're like, oh my god, the reindeer shut the carrots. Even though Santa's supposed to land on the roof, so the reindeers be up there. But also the fact we don't have a chimney, so like we don't have a proper chimney. So
you've seen the Santa Claus, you know what happens.
he clicks his fingers and he appears in sitting room. That's what I was told when I asked about the chimney. I asked, like, how does he fit in the chimney? And I was like, but our chimney, it doesn't actually like lead down. And my mum goes, oh, but if he can't fit down the chimney, he just clicks his fingers and he appears in the sitting room. I'm like, okay.
That's actually pretty cool.
I'm like, okay. Because he was magical anyway, so.
Aye. Christmas magic, fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking that Christmas we went down and we checked, obviously. Now, because we had the dog at that point, obviously.
Yeah.
She would be the front door, or the door to the main room would be closed, like. So, and then all the lights would be turned off anyways. So we'd all just go down and then we'd open it and then we'd turn on the lights, because the lights are on the wall, so you'd sort of look in, and then obviously I had, my seat was my dad's seat. So it was, I had that, and then whenever we used to have that wee one-seater, because it was always my dad's seat was a one-seater, and then it was a three-seater, and then another one-seater we used to have.
Yeah.
But now it's a one-seater, a three-seater, and another three-seater. Yeah. So Sophie always got the other one-seater, and now the three-seater, and I always got my dad's seat. I used to have that, but I remember this one specific Christmas I walked down barefoot, so I did. But one of the pins from the decorations or something, it fell off and it was on the ground. So I literally stepped on one of the pins and it went in my foot. And I was like, oh, goddamn. So yeah,
I've done that, so I can feel the pain right in my foot right now. I know when somebody explains the pain you've had and you can actually feel it. I feel the pain of that right now.
Yeah. So literally that was it. I think I literally said shit or something. I was like 7. I can't remember what age I was, but it was like, I think it was about 7 to 8 or something.
Yeah.
But I said shit, but they excused it obviously. And then I walked in, and then sitting in there, because I was really into drums at this point. Like, and obviously I was taking drum lessons in school, but I didn't have a drum kit. I asked for a drum kit for Christmas. Yeah. So sitting in that front room, you just walk in, and it's behind the one-seater. So it is just this big fucking blue Yamaha drum kit, and I'm sitting there totally fucking stunned.
So that's your favourite present, I'm assuming?
That is, yeah, that was my favourite.
I was about to say, I'm like, this is a good story, and it's giving you the answer to the question.
Exactly. Yeah, so I sit there stunned. I think we have literally a video of it, but I was like, I can remember even what dressing gown I was wearing. It was not now the dressing gown that I have that I wear is just a black fucking hooded Star Wars one, because Star Wars. But I'm 20. But back then it was a green and blue Bart Simpson one, so it was. So I was literally sitting there.
I think we might have had the same one. Because I had a part someone when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure it was like green and blue as well. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I had two Bart Simpson ones. I'm pretty sure one was green and blue, and then one was like a dark, like charcoal grey, and it had Bart Simpson on the back. And I think he was skateboarding, and he had a like spray can or something in his hand. But he was like skateboarding on. Like, but I think we actually might have had the same one because I love the Simpsons honestly as a kid.
Yeah. How many similarities we sure we don't actually know? Like our mums share the same birthday. Like what the fuck is this? Oh god damn. No, but it's like it was class because you got in and then my dad took a video of me playing it. Obviously it was like 7 o'clock in the morning and there was neighbours and they didn't have the wee pads that you had on it. So literally I was just sitting there, I was stunned, I didn't know what to do because I had the drumstick. I'm gonna try this. I had the drumsticks in my hand at this point and I was just sitting there like and then that was it. I was just sitting there hitting it a wee bit. I couldn't fucking remember what I was doing. So again, and then my mum started playing and she was all and all this shit because she's been fucking listening to music for years. So she was like really into it and stuff, but she doesn't play the drums. But that was it, you know. And then I think also whenever I was 11, I got an electric guitar. This is just a wee short thing. My Uncle Paul plays the guitar. Like every one of their side of their family, from like all of my mum's, her brothers, and then all of their like kids, like Jake and Luke and everything, they're all musically like gifted. And I don't know how, but they all are. But my Uncle Paul plays the bass guitar, but he also plays lead, obviously. I got an electric guitar one Christmas, I think it was like 11. And I was sitting there sleeping, so I was, but I was sleeping next to the amp for the guitar. So literally my Uncle Paul was sitting there and he was tuning the guitar for me, so he was, and all this, and then you just hear this big from the fucking guitar, and I wake up and nearly shit myself because I was asleep. Like you're sitting next to the amp right in your ears. You know, you're just big from the guitar. You're like, oh my god.
That'd be a great way to prank somebody to wake them up though.
Oh hell yeah. My Uncle Paul was a fucking joke magnet, so he was fucking amazing.
I love how like ours is so different. Mine was like a big box of Rasslers and yours was a drum kit.
A fucking drum kit, yeah.
No, do you know where do you know where we had that Christmas tradition? That's what we used to do. And then Milo obviously came, and I said that like he was the child brought into the family. Like we didn't get him, like he was birthed into the family. No, so yeah, Milo was a thing, and literally I just remember every single year. Every goddamn year. That nosy wee shit. See, when we come down the stairs, no way we all open our presents from each other. Yeah. Literally, what we do with him while we're opening, because he's all up in our fucking face trying to see what we get, we wrap presents for him as well, because we get him stuff and we wrap presents for him. And we literally open it a bit and he pulls the paper off himself and he gets all excited whenever there's toys. We give him one. He runs away with that toy, comes back a couple minutes later, and then we give him another present with another toy in it. And then when he gets all his toys, you see them all lined up and he's literally like, no way a dog's like excited. His tail is wiggling so fast that his body's shaking without actually shaking it. And he's moving back and forth, like stirring uncontrollably, like side to side at all the toys, trying to decide which one he's going to play with. It's great. He's literally like a child because you open it a bit and he grabs the paper and rips it off himself. Because no way a dog, like he knows we can't put his presents under a tree because he knows he can sniff it. Because dogs know. So literally, as soon as he sees something in there, I remember one year we pulled it back the tiniest bit and we expect him to pull it. Say instead of pulling the present back, do you know why dogs have a long face? Instead of pulling the present back. So say, do you know why you close, say you put your fingers to your thumb, right? Do you know that like size of a hole? Like that size of a hole? Yeah, it was about that size of a hole, and instead of grabbing it and putting it off like he did before, he just stuffed his whole face in it, and he started walking forward, to try and put pressure to get it open, and he pushed the present across the floor, his face was in it, and he was walking across the floor.
Oh my god.
His face was in the present, he was pushing against it, the present was sliding up further and further away from him, so he was pushing with his face, walking across the floor, so we just saw this dog, his head was inside a bag, and he was just walking across the floor, not even knowing what he was doing. It was good.
Oh, that's fun. That's brilliant.
Oh god. No, because we have that tradition, and then, do you know on Easter? This is literally just a quick thing. Do you know the stairs outside my room? Do you know where to go from? Say where the bathroom is, because you know where it is. Say where the bathroom. No way you go up like 2 steps. You're outside 2 bedrooms. You go up another flight of stairs. You're on land, and then you go up another 5 stairs, and you're outside my room.
Yeah.
So say you come out of my room, you go down that flight of stairs, see the stairs between the mini landing and those two ones. On Christmas, Easter Sunday, sorry. What we always do is we always have an egg. We'd always go out the back and roll the egg down the hill. No, down, because my back is like slanted a bit. We'd always do that. I don't know why, but it was a tradition. You do that and it like cracks open. And then, because we'd obviously wrap it a lot so it doesn't like fall out, but then you'd roll it, and it's like whoever would get the furthest wins or something, and you'd crack it open. And then we'd all go sit on those stairs, and it would always be Jason has the top step because he's the oldest. Christy'd be next, she'd be next, and I'd be at the bottom. And we'd literally just sit on the stairs. There was no, like, don't know why, but it was Easter Sunday. We'd all sit on the stairs and just eat one of our Easter eggs. It's every single time. We'd always just automatically, when we're like eating our Easter eggs, we'd all just go sit on the stairs on Easter Sunday. It was just a tradition that they had before I was born, and Jason liked doing it, so I kind of just joined in, and I enjoyed it because it was fun. So,
well, that's good. Yeah,
that was an Easter tradition.
Here's a wee story. It's going to take 2 minutes.
Okay.
About Easter, right? I am really dumb. Okay. You know this. So one Easter, it was we always, because you know what you said, you had the stars and everything. Yeah. We had the we literally we just rolled ours from me and my sister rolled ours from the back of the room to the front of the room. Yeah. And then it would hit under the radiator and smash, obviously. Yep. And there was one Easter that Sophie rolled hers. It smashed, obviously, but I didn't know that it had smashed, or I think she dropped it or something, and she said it had smashed. And then she goes, I said to her, "Did it smash? Here, shake it a minute." She literally stood there, didn't shake it, and I shook my head, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is broken." I was sitting there shaking my head like she was shaking it, and that was really funny, and everyone laughed at me. So it was cool. I was like, "Is it broke?" "Yeah, it's really broke." Like, imagine.
They just looked at you being like, "Shay, it's not the egg that's broke. It's it's you." It's like to basically put it simply for both of us. When me and Shay were brought into this world, it's like whenever you're creating a game, and 99% of it renders, but there's always just that 1 pixel didn't. There's always just that 1% or a couple of percentage of me and Shay that just never rendered and loaded into this world, and that's why we're a bit away with it sometimes.
It's like me and Josh are Cyberpunk 2077 compared to Red Dead 2. You know what I mean? Like, we're lads.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
So good.
Yeah, so that's everything really, because we got the last question out of the way. So.
Sure.
Oh, it was a good laugh. Like.
I was. Dude, this video's gonna be like.
It's gonna be like an hour and a half podcast, but.
Yeah, it's a Christmas special.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash like button. If you haven't yet already, smash subscribe button. You haven't already. My social media links down below. Shay's social media links down below. Check them both out. Like I always say, think positive, test negative. Merry Christmas. Shay, do you have anything to say before we go?
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jupiter.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Jupiter. Merry Christmas, and also, the food is the most important thing. Fuck family. No, I'm sure.
Yes.
No, family is great. So if they're having a good Christmas and they're happy, it should make you happy. So
yeah.
Christmas is family time.
Yep. But yeah. So everybody enjoy Christmas. Stay safe. Have a good one. As always, I've been Undisputed. That's been Shay. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon again. So peace.
Peace.